Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. This yoga flow is designed to relieve lower back pain. If you do suffer from chronic lower back pain or your back is sore, I would recommend you do this flow or incorporate poses from this flow into your daily routine. Doing these poses every day or every night before you go to bed can be extremely beneficial to relieving chronic back pain. Let's go ahead and get started by pulling your knees to your chest and relaxing your shoulders as much as you can here. Once you are settled in, find some movement rocking slightly left to right, allowing a slight roundness in your back. Your hips and tailbone lift a little here. You should feel a nice massage along your lower back. Drawing your knees back to neutral at the center, finding stillness once again. Separating the hands and bringing them to either knee, extending the arms long. And as you exhale, pulling the knees to your chest a little wide of your rib cage. As you're inhaling, you're extending. And as you're exhaling, you're pulling the knees in and out. Inhale and press the knees away. Exhale and pull them closer. Go ahead and continue with this flow. Here we're loosening up the muscles of the lower back as well as opening our hips. The wider you pull your knees out to either side, the more of a hip opener you will get here. Finding neutral once again, interlacing the fingers and clasping the hands around the right knee, extending the left leg long. So pulling the right knee into your chest, allowing the left leg to go long. You should feel this along the left hip flexor as well as the right hip. Pulling the right knee slightly out to the right so you're avoiding the rib cage getting deeper into that right hip. Pulling the knee back to the midline of your body. Your left hand will reach around the outside of your right knee. The right arm lifts up or out to the side as you take a spinal twist over to the left. Your head will turn to the right. Think about pressing both shoulder blades down strong into the mat as you twist. No need to bring the right knee all the way down to the floor, as long as you feel a nice stretch along your back. Bending slightly into the left knee for more stability, turning onto your left side and grabbing hold of the right foot or ankle, taking a quad stretch. And releasing the quad stretch, returning to center. Bringing the feet wide to the edges of the mat and allowing your knees to fall in towards one another. This is an awesome release for the lower back. Even just holding this position for 5 minutes every day can be extremely beneficial. Gently pulling the knees back to your chest and interlacing your fingers around your left knee, allowing your right leg to go long. Pulling your knees slightly out to the left. Pulling the knee back along the midline of your body. Taking the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left arm goes high or to the side, taking the spinal twist on this side. Bending slightly into the right knee for stability and taking the quad stretch in this left side. The reason I'm incorporating more hip flexor and quad stretches into this video, that a lot of times tight hips and quads can cause low back pain. Everything in our body is incredibly connected, so if you're finding these stretches are rather intense for you, maybe do one of my hip opener flows or hip flexor flows. Go ahead and release that knee, find your way back to center, allowing the knees to fall in towards one another once again. While we're laying here, we'll take some exercises moving the hips. So as you inhale, scooping your lower belly in, squeezing, lifting your hips slightly. As you exhale, setting the hips down, allowing your back to bend a little. So as you inhale, scooping in. And as you exhale, pressing the pelvic bone back. Just small movements here, very awesome in releasing lower back pain. Scooping under and pressing back. Continue these movements on your own. Coming back to neutral and allowing your knees to fall in towards one another, holding here. The feet will stay in the same place and the knees will fall over to your right side. Head turns to the left, should feel a slight twist. You may also feel a slight stretch along the left hip flexor and quad. Moving through center and allowing the knees to fall over to the left side, head turns to the right. Gently returning to center and allowing the knees to fall in towards one another once again. Keeping the feet where they are and allowing the knees to fall open to either side. Pulling the knees back in towards one another. And allowing them to open to either side. Pull them to center. And opening the hips out. Go ahead and continue this flow, moving the knees in and out as many times as you'd like. Feel free to speed it up or slow down the flow as suits you. Always moving to suit your body. I'm just here to lead you guys. If it feels good to hold the hip open position, go ahead and stay there. Pulling the knees in towards one another once again, and sending the feet up towards the ceiling. So option 1 is to send the feet up with your back flat on the floor. If you have a block available, I suggest using that. So grabbing your block and setting it up right above your tailbone. You may have to play around and adjust it until it feels comfortable, allowing your feet to come up once again. Another option would be to lay with your seat up against a wall and allow your feet to relax against the wall while you're on your back. This is another awesome release for lower back, definitely one of my favorites. If you only do one stretch in a day for lower back, I'd highly suggest this one. If you'd like, go ahead and take some circles at your ankles, taking clockwise and counterclockwise motions, just moving out your joints. Pulling your left knee into your chest, allow your right leg to go long. If you're using a block, this can be an awesome deep stretch for the right hip flexor. You want to be pulling your left knee in close enough that the right foot doesn't come all the way down to the floor. That way, gravity is what's stretching you and you don't have to put extra force in to get a stretch. If you'd like, there's another option to take a half happy baby with the left leg, holding around the ankle or the inside of the left foot and pulling the left knee slightly out to the side. Go ahead and switch knees, allowing the left leg to go long. Again, there's an option for half happy baby on this side. Go ahead and pull both knees into center and then hold the hands around the ankles, allowing the knees to go wide. Option 2 would be to hold around the feet, pulling the soles of the feet in towards one another. Always feel free to remove the block completely if it feels better to stretch that way. Go ahead and release the feet and allow the legs to go high once again. Option to stay there, or go ahead and remove the block, bringing the legs on over to a plow pose. For plow, we want the hips right over the shoulders, pressing the back as flat as possible. For a greater release along the back, go ahead and bend the knees down towards your forehead or towards your ears. To come deeper, bring your hands to your lower back as if you were about to lift up to a shoulder stand, bending your knees slightly and rounding through your back a little more. This should feel like a nice stretch. If you're experiencing any pain or more intense discomfort, I wouldn't recommend this for you. I would suggest you stay on your back with your legs up a wall or towards the ceiling. Gently finding your way onto your back, pulling knees to the chest. We'll go ahead and grab our block here and set it up right about between our shoulder blades. So there's several different variations with the block. You can take it on a higher setting or a lower setting, depending on how much of a bend you want in your back. So allowing yourself to lay back along your block. This may take some adjusting, some sitting up and laying back down. So take your time here. Always feel free to pause the video and adjust yourself, then start it up again. If it feels alright, allowing your head to come down on the mat below you and your legs to go long. If it feels alright, go ahead and bring your hands up above your head for a bit of a different stretch through your shoulders. To come out of this assisted restorative fish pose, go ahead and bring your hands down by your sides if they were above your head. Take a breath in there and let it go. Bending slightly through the elbows and pressing into your forearms. Releasing the block and laying right back down on your back. We'll do a couple more of those scooping and releasing motions with the hips and the pelvic bone. So scooping under and then releasing. Scooping and releasing. Take a few more on your own time. Eventually bending in your knees, taking your feet wide on your mat and allowing your knees to fall in towards one another once again. Pulling knees to chest and giving yourself a big hug here. Forehead to knees, rounding in, tensing the body. And gently releasing. Thank you all for flowing with me today. Namaste.